Hey, welcome to Nekkid Thoughts, a show where we discuss uncut topics from a male and female point of view. I am your host, Tam. I don't have an AKA today.
It's okay.
Y'all know my co-host, Quasi. I won't give you one either.
I'm cool with that. Like, let's just go easy and simple today.
All right.
We're gonna let the topic do the rest.
I have to give an AKA to our guest today, Scott, AKA Seafood Scott. Wait, is that it?
You got it.
Yeah, seafood.
Seafood.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure. I always be out here on Nekkid Thoughts,
We brought you here today, mainly myself,
Okay.
because of the topic, for the love of hip hop.
All right.
'Cause, you and I have discussed some things before, but a couple of weeks ago, we lost Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
And
Nipsey Hussle.
it was surprising that the nation was reporting on his death and how he died and all the good things that he did. And I thought, oh, here we go again in our world of hip hop. We are killing each other. I don't know who actually killed him. I don't want to go with the conspiracy theory thing.
Yeah, we gonna go with what we know.
Yeah, we're going to go with what we know.
Right.
So I thought we had moved past that as hip hop, as a culture. Because I love my hip hop. I love it.
Yeah.
I need it. It's like a bad child. You get in trouble, you grow up, you correct your mistakes, but now we right back to where we started. Because on the radio now, we have a song, the song you and I talked about, Big Old Freak, that they play on the radio when my baby is getting out of school. And I don't like that shit. Why would you play something like that when these babies are getting out of school?
Well, I mean, you got to look at you got two different objectives. I mean, let's if you want to break down hip hop as a culture, because it's no longer a genre of music. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is truly a culture, and that culture has transcended, you know what I'm saying, from the ghettos to the suburbs, and everywhere in between, and so with regard to speaking on something like a Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying, and the reason why the whole country, could speak and spoke about his death is because, Nipsey, I mean, let's say he was an icon and he was a person that aspired to change the world, and change and it started with himself, and it started with his family, and it started with his community, Now, that's hip hop. What you got with City Girls?
Is that who sings that song?
Yes, that's the name, City Girls. That's some rap, and that's bullshit. KRS-One said it best. KRS-One said it best, and he's one of my favorite MCs. He said rappers rap about things that are mostly ignorant and illegal. MCs spit knowledge to uplift their people.
I like that.
So when you're looking at somebody versus, a Nipsey Hussle, which I would equate more towards being an MC. And somebody like City Trends or Cardi B. I mean, let's just.
So I like MCs.
I like both.
You like rappers.
No, I like both. And here's when we out, rap music is what turns up the club.
True.
And I don't know half the damn songs
you
that
don't
they be playing.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I don't know all of the words. But it's the beat.
It's the beat.
It's the beat.
And that's why in the rap music, this is the age of the producer. That's why you have more producers like, Mustard on the beat. You have more of these producers that are known. Mr. Lee, the one that did Nipsey Hussle's Blue Faces Part 2.
Oh, okay.
That was done by Mr. Lee out of Texas. But I'm just saying that's the whole. That's the whole difference of it. What's happening right now, and this is something that I've always spoken about, is the exploitation that goes on in the hip hop / rap community or genre of music.
Of course.
And that's the reason why you have these city girl trends. Because I mean, let's be real. Like most of these, it's like now they just rappers. They just pulling prostitutes to rap now. I'm just go ahead and say it.
Being honest.
They're just bringing the prostitutes in off the street corners and off the strip poles and letting them rhyme and rap.
I mean, what we see what Cardi B did.
I mean,
right?
Much respect to her hustle.
Come on.
Much respect to her hustle. I don't have the album.
Hold on though. Before we move on from Nipsey and we start talking about hip hop and rap and all this. Here's the thing with Nipsey. Here's the thing with, I feel like a lot of people Pac. I was a huge Pac fan.
Yeah.
Like I'm almost 40, right?
Yeah,
so it's
indeed.
like if you in my age bracket, Pac, Big, that's everything to you. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up listening to this music every single day, walking to the bus. Like you can put on a Pac song I ain't heard in 10 years. I know every single word.
Yeah, indeed.
Same for Big, right?
Indeed.
But here's the problem with Pac and Big, and we still seeing it now with Nipsey and some of these other rappers that's getting into these problems. Even T.I. from what he got into, when he got sent to jail with the guns and all that.
Yeah.
You out the hood, and you trying to tell your people how to stay out the hood, but you still doing hood shit. Even if it's on a limited basis,
Yeah.
even if it's just the people
That
you're
is true.
associating with, when you remove yourself from that, you got to remove yourself completely from that.
That's-
Otherwise, it might come back and bite you.
And see, it's really a catch-22 with that, because if you remove yourself from your fan base or your community too much, then they dissociate you. They
You'll
disassociate.
sell out.
Yeah, you'll sell out in that. And so
Kind of what Kanye experienced,
it's
right?
kind of hard. It's kind of hard to ride that line, but it's bigger than it's truly bigger than that. It's truly bigger than that, because what you're looking at now, with regards to what you're seeing with this hip hop and that kind of thing, what happened with Nipsey, is you're seeing the self-hatred of our culture.
Oh, agreed. We can be crabs in a barrel, because that's what got put. We can go back 400 years ago, but that's what was put on us, and it's hard to break out that mindset, right?
It really is. It best,
So-
especially
We
when
know
you
that.
don't see it.
Yeah.
So hip hop started in the 70s, before we were born,
Okay.
in a basement in the Bronx at a party. It was happy. It was break dancing. It was good times. When in the hell did it turn into shooting up my brother on the corner and fuck this hoe, fuck this bitch,
Well,
and all the disrespect?
You gotta look at two, and this is gonna get a little crazy, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You gotta look at when the powers that be started promoting and supporting that type of music, because you got most of these record label industries that are private shareholders in the penal system, meaning the private prison industry.
Okay, don't go too far. Don't
I'm not
go too
going.
far.
I'm not going to. But I'm just saying, you got to look at what's perpetuated. You know what I'm saying? So just like my man said, we grew up in the Pac era,
Yeah.
and we grew up and there were so many other artists that, I mean, from the Tribe Called Quest, the Pacs, the Biggies, the Commons, the Talib Kweli's. You have so many. You have so many artists, but why weren't these people given huge budgets? Why weren't these people promoted on the radio? Why weren't these people?
we know why.
Put to the,
Yeah, we know why.
So,
we know why.
so that why. So going back to that part about that, it feeds the engine. It's feeding the monster.
Yeah, but we have to be a better society and a better people to make the decision of, I'm not going to rap about this. I'm not going to talk about this just because the beat is good.
Well, see,
But they trying to make money.
exactly.
I know.
And see, the thing
Right.
about it, Pac, like you said again, I'm going back to the Pac and the Big and the Nipsey. What they rapped about, or what they spoke about, was what they spoke with the true voice of the ghettos. They spoke with the true voice of the community.
But
But didn't we see Jay do that?
Jay, yeah,
Right?
he did graduate.
I'm a big
out of
Jay-Z
that.
fan.
Yeah, he did.
And I've
He
been
grew
listening
up.
to Jay my whole life. I listened to Jay, Hard Knock Life, right?
Yeah.
Big Pimpin',
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Now we on Family Ties
Yeah,
and Black
he grew up.
Excellence, right? But that maturation process took place because his mindset changed.
It did.
And
it
he
had to.
got out of what he was in.
But he
when he
knew
was
his
in
game.
Marcy Projects,
Yeah.
he was rapping about killing, pimping, yada yada, because that's what he
That's
saw.
what he knew.
That's what he was in. Now, Jay not rapping about that no more. He rapping about how can we make these M's?
But Kendrick
how can we
Lamar
become billionaires?
Kendrick Lamar has never rapped about that stuff.
But-
But he is an MC and he
I
makes
agreed.
money.
I feel Kendrick.
He has a Pulitzer, Peace Nobel Prize. Somebody. He got something.
I feel
that a
Kendrick,
rapper has
I
never
feel
had
J.
before.
Cole.
So it's possible.
It is possible, but here's the thing. With everything you do, you're going to see different facets of it, right? Like, we like sports.
True.
I like LeBron. I can like KD. I can like Steph. These three different type of brothers, right?
Yeah.
All from three different sides of the world.
Yeah.
I can like them all. And I can appreciate their greatness in a vacuum.
But to what extent?
To what extent that I can listen to it, to what extent that I can appreciate it, because I'm smart enough to let my mind process what's going on.
But everyone is not.
Agree, and that's the problem.
And that goes back again to the education, like for instance with my son, he listened to like I don't like any millennium rappers. I don't like none of these pill babies. I don't like none of them.
I mean, but J. Cole, Kendrick, that's all them.
J. Cole and Kendrick, they are
J.
rare
Cole.
exceptions, to
Right,
me.
but
But yeah, you're right. But I'm just saying the fact is, I have to let my son, when I listen to his music or he's listening to certain things, I let him understand like this is real. And this is not, what I'm saying? This is real talk from a man. That's ignorant,
Like
so
the Migos.
we have.
That's comedy rap to me.
But the
It
Migos
makes
get
me
the club
sniggle.
jumping, and you're right.
Makes
I don't
me
even know what the
sniggle
Migos saying half the time.
I don't know, but they
Nobody
say,
knows. They need one of those little
and
things that have the
skirt.
bouncing ball, on their
Closed
videos.
caption?
They need closed caption on all their videos. I really think they do.
It's entertaining, but it cracks me up. I have no idea what they're saying, but it's entertaining. Horrible on stage. But
Yeah, they're terrible performers.
Yeah,
I've seen them a
horrible.
couple times.
But you know what?
anyway.
I'm gonna take it back to a quote from one of my favorite rap groups from the early '90s, from the '90s, which was Goody Mob, and they say the best. Niggas don't dance no more. All they do.
All they do is this.
And I hate to say that, and I hate to use that vernacular like that, but it's in a real sense is that's what's wrong. We have turned off. We think it's okay to turn off our social compass. And our moral compass when we're out at parties because we think, all I want to do is just live my best life. All I want to do is turn up. Well,
So
what the fuck is
we
that?
have a modern day version of that. We have Childish Gambino and his "This Is America" song. That's exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, and see, people don't. They're still busy looking at it, but they don't really see the imagery.
Yeah, behind it.
And what he's really showing with that, he's really showing this is the nightmare. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the nightmare that not only what society has done, but what we're doing to ourselves. Because now if I got a cold, I can't blame it on the person, you gave me a cold. If I sit there and continue to allow myself to be sick, and I allow myself to be around your infested ass, you know what I'm saying? So I can't keep saying, blame it on
That's
you.
a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? What I need to do is medicate myself, take the proper nutrients, and stay away from contaminated ass people.
It's
Here's the
hard
thing,
when
though.
it's on the radio.
So this is what I see in the black community a lot, and most of the people that we talk to now, most of the people that we bring on the show, we've all aspired for more than that, and we've got to a point where we're more than that in our life right now.
Yeah.
But the large majority of us still live in that.
Yeah.
I'm from New Orleans. If you go to New Orleans and you see the majority of black people, so majority, 51% of the black people there are still living in these mentalities where when you talk about, nigga, I'm going to shoot you, like I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
Because I have nothing to lose.
And it's the same with women. You have the it's going down in the DM. Snapchat me that
If it's cool.
if it's cool. We got that one. We got that City Girls. We got the big old freak. And it's hard. And being a black woman, as Malcolm X said, we are the most disrespected people in America, in the nation. So when you have male rappers constantly degrading us, and then you turn around and you have female rappers pretty much saying it's okay to
be
degrade us,
degraded.
They don't know any better.
it is extremely hard to raise
It
a
is.
daughter.
Well,
It's
then,
hard.
and more importantly, because let's look at again the way society has most of our little girls are taught. You know what I'm saying? Is protect your cookies. Your cookies are the most valuable thing.
But then
You
the
know?
damn songs,
But then you have songs where you just pretty much passing out. You know what I'm
Passing
saying?
out the cookies.
Samplers.
Captain Crunch type cookies,
Oh gosh.
chocolate chip type cookies, peanut butter.
It's a lot.
I got
Okay.
It's a lot.
baby sisters. I don't even want to think about it.
So on a lighter note,
Okay.
think back when we were growing up. We loved hip hop.
Yeah.
Think back. Think about it. When you had your bamboo earrings, had your Bally's or your British Knights.
Still wear my Bally's. Like I'm a Bally's fan.
Hey, I
you do.
will-
Like still
I will rock
like
some feelers if I have to.
That's coming back too. That has come
I
back.
went and got some. I'm good.
That has come back. Okay, so right. So think about that time. What was your favorite memory of hip hop?
I can honestly tell you my favorite memory of hip hop was going to the Palladium, because when you went to the Palladium,
Where's that? What is that for?
you basically had the place where you can groove, you can dance. You had your dance crews, and when nobody just freaking. You had your break dancers, your b-boys. Like it was fun. It was a place where you could be a teenager and actually go and enjoy yourself. They don't have these times anymore.
We had the skating ring.
We did.
Right?
There you go.
Like we had the skating
We
ring
did.
where we go to the skating ring. We were in high school and you
did.
in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, you go into the skating ring, they got the music going,
Yep.
you're dancing, you're skating, like it was fun, it was innocent.
Even the clothes were different.
Yeah, I mean, even some of that's coming back. And see, the thing about it, let's be real. Let's not act like we didn't have Luke, in our day.
Oh, I mean, I was listening to the Freaks of the Industry, and I was sneaking and listening to that because my uncle
we had the 2
left
live
the
crews.
tape.
I listened to it.
But again, like my man said here, is we had a perspective.
Right.
We knew that was just
And that did not outweigh the good hip hop.
exactly.
Now
Right.
it's the opposite.
Now it's the opposite, to the point that these kids they don't want to listen to it. And going back to the biggest catastrophe is what you said, and I like what you said, is the women are doing it to themselves. See, this is my whole thing. This is my whole thing about this, and I'm gonna put this is my stamp on it. I always tell this to my little nieces, and I tell this to my little sisters, is that women back in the day, like you said, back in the 70s and the 80s, you had to do what is called come correct to even
Yep.
to even get the attention of a woman.
Yeah.
These days and time, that bar has been lowered so much to the
not
point you
hard.
ain't even got to speak whole sentences to this woman no more. You
Hey,
shout,
hey, Red.
like your little mama.
Hey, Red.
That's so New Orleans.
Red, what's happening,
use
man?
bad. You use bad B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, use a bad
I
bitch.
really don't understand.
That's a
I
compliment.
really don't understand how that term became a term of endearment.
That's a
But
compliment.
again, like we said, you said it best. Is the women that do it themselves. And my feeling at this point in time, if women are to be respected in hip hop or any field of work environment, you have to stand for what you allow.
Yeah.
It's going to take strong women like yourself with this podcast and what you're doing to speak out with a voice. It's going to take other women that's connected with you to stand up and say, hey, I will not be degraded, and you're going to speak to me in whole damn sentences, and I'm going to stand here till you catch this fucking door. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that
True.
you had to have in order to even get the advances or to get to be in that woman's good graces.
So, do we think hip hop is going to change and evolve for the better? Since we have our J. Cole's and our Kendrick Lamar's, they're relatively young.
Everything evolves in life.
Yes, I agree with
Everything,
that. But
right?
I do think it's going to take that. It's going to have to go through this process that it's going through right now.
Another one.
And it's going to be another. And I was just mentioning, like, there are plenty great dope MC females. Like
It
one
is.
of them in particular is from Texas, and she's out in Cali doing a thing. That's Snow the Product. People don't even know who this woman is.
Come again?
But if they ever Google her,
Snow the
her name
Product?
is Snow the Product. She's a Latin artist. But she, to me, in my opinion, and I said this earlier, she should be the female face of hip hop.
Oh, okay.
And when you ever check her out, you're gonna see why.
Okay. Did you say Snow?
Snow the Product. I know how it sounds, but
Snow the Product.
yeah, Snow.
Yeah, that sounds like dope.
Hey, and she is dope.
Oh, okay. So that's
that's
the
whole
play on
that's the whole
words.
point about it.
Okay, got it.
You know?
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and strip, unless we got anything else to.
Take it off.
Ask you quick questions.
Okay.
On the top of the dome. I'm
I'm
gonna ask
with
you
you.
too.
Oh, I'm in this?
Today you in this.
Oh, let's get it.
You are a tad bit intoxicated. You can wake your ass up
I had one cup.
with no kind of chaser, no mixer. Okay, let's strip.
I'm ready.
Full confession.
Commando. Let's go.
What ratchet song do you currently like?
My ratchet song would have to be Timmy Turner.
What the hell is that?
It's by designer.
Turner.
Yeah.
See, if it lowers my IQ, I don't know what it is. What's your current ratchet?
I like that one where it's like the cowboy song. I'm gonna take my
Oh, my goodness.
hook down road. I'm
They
gonna
played that
They
at the
play
Star
that
Wars
song
game.
like
Till
it
I
is the
can't
new.
no more.
It is the new anthem.
But check it out. They
Maybe it's because I
played
live
it.
in Texas. I feel that
I promise
song.
you, they play that
I
song.
feel
That
it.
song is played on 106.1,
I feel it.
104,
All over the place.
97.
And everybody trying to get on the remix. They got a country dude on the remix now. It sound good. Like that's
Bill,
that's mine.
That's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, it's
he's
it's
on
good.
It.
The-
He's on it. The Billy Ray
It's good.
Cyrus is doing
It's
it.
good.
Okay,
I feel
okay,
it.
okay. That was not a
All
quick
right, my bad.
response. Okay. Did you ever try to be a rapper or a break dancer or a DJ back in the day?
All the above.
Breakdancer, yes. Oh boy, I used to.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm from the area where we walked around looking for challenges. You know, if it was a garage door up and there was a cardboard, somewhere on the floor, we walk up and just stand there and look at you and pose for a minute till you acknowledge us.
I love that. That's the type of battles we should have.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Non-violent.
DJing.
I feel it.
I'm gonna tell you something about DJing. I got. This
This is not a quick answer.
I'm just saying. This is how I got put on BET DJing, and I didn't even know how to DJ. I learned in one day how to DJ.
We'll figure this out real quick.
You hear me?
Oh my God. Okay, last question. Top five.
Let's go.
Dead or alive?
Top five, dead or
Top
alive.
five. Top five.
Pac, Biggie, Big L,
Who that third one? Who?
Big L.
I don't know who that
He's out of
is.
New York.
I don't know who that is.
Tech Nine
This is real hip hop.
and Scarface.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Pac, Big, Wayne, Jay-Z.
I know it's hard, isn't it? I can't play this game. I never can play this game. Because I always go past five.
I guess I'm gonna go Drake right now, just because he's so strong,
yeah.
and I feel like
he's never been disrespectful to us.
I
as
feel
women.
Drizzy, so that's my top five.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for coming today.
It is my pleasure as
Most
always.
out.
Thank y'all
Most
for having
out.
me.
Yes, sir.
Love the conversation
Man.
as usual.
Always, Happy 420. It's for everybody that's
Tomorrow. I mean, we and I can't appreciate that, but
legalized and advertised.
Okay, all right. Well, remember, speak truth, spread love, or kick rocks.